Hello and welcome to this episode of the Be Free podcast. And today I have a solo episode for you. And I thought we would go through my 2025 intentions and the 10 micro habits that I'm going to be using to support me in achieving them. So these are all things that maybe you can implement into your own life, you can start thinking about. Or you can just start thinking about your own intentions and actually, okay, what habits, practices, rituals will support me in achieving those things? So I am going to start, and this is like a little bit nerve-wracking, but 2025 feels like the year that I am going to be pushing myself out with my comfort zones in order to um, really move to where I'm trying to think of the right terminology here, where I'm meant to be, right? What I'm meant to be doing. My soul, my guides have been like saying to me for so long to be doing some of these things, and I haven't. So here we are in 2025, and I'm going to be sharing. And some of these things are so simple, not the intentions, but the habits. So I'm going to tell you my intentions, and then I'm going to run through these 10 things that I think that you guys might like as well. So sitting here, matcha latte, cozied up with you guys in a very snowy Scotland. So here I go. I'm sharing them. So, first intention, money saved and dates for going to Australia in 2026. So, my sister lives in Australia and I haven't been there for 14 years. So, she's lived in various other parts of the world and she generally comes home because, it means that she can see other family members and stuff. Last year, as a family, we all met in Mauritius. Hello, dream holiday and experience. But I would love to be able to go and all of us as a family go over to Australia in 2026. So I set it for 2026, not 2025, because that felt like a bit too much of a stretch. But I want to start getting those dates in place, money saved. Next one, to get a cleaner. So I used to have a cleaner. And then I didn't have a cleaner. And then my daughter did my cleaning. Then my daughter resigned from her role as cleaner. Just very disappointed because she was very good. Um, so yeah, to get a cleaner again, to really invest in that because it's something that really, really supports me. And I'll explain why soon. Book some mini breaks for myself and my husband. So I really want to nurture our relationships. Um, Retreat time away by myself. So I would love to go on a writer's retreat. I feel like I've neglected my writing a bit. And that is one of the things, or two of the things, because it's two books that are calling me this year to really bring to completion. Okay, both are in limbo and have been started, but to bring to completion. The next one is a completion one. And interestingly, just thinking about this, I don't know an awful lot about numerology, but I'm sure this is a 9 year, and I think nine is all about completion. So, woohoo, bring it on. Meditation teacher training course to have that finished, and to take 10 people through that program. So again, so this is one of the things that has been in the background for about 5 years. And between ill health and stuff going on, family stuff, and just a bit of imposter syndrome, it hasn't happened. And I've launched my meditation CPD course, which is incredible, and I've had 6 beautiful women travel through that. Um, but this is actually going to be the program for you to become a meditation teacher. And I keep adding to it and adding to it and thinking, oh gosh, they need to know this and they need to know that and they need to know this about insurance and they need to know this about considering people's needs in classes and safety and all these kind of things. So I keep adding bits. But anyway, that will be brought to completion and launched into the world. Set up a direct debit for savings. We moved house last year, all loads of manifestation stuff came into play, and yeah, wiped out our savings. So I'm wanting to get saving again. So I'm going to set up a direct debit to be healthy, to lose weight. Um, Between the ill health stuff that I experienced and perimenopause and the brain stuff and all of these bits and bobs. Um, my weight has been creeping up, and it's something that I really, really want to tackle this year. But not just that, I want to feel so damn healthy. And I'm going to come on to that when I go through these 10 micro habits. Um, I've said this already, complete two best-selling books. So that's the goal for my two next books to be bestsellers. My book Heal, which is a self-help book, and really is like a Bible towards healing, like the it was a spiritual download, and I can't wait to share that. And then my second meditation script book to upgrade my kitchen. So there's some little changes I want to make in my kitchen. My kitchen is beautiful. However, there's elements that just really aren't practical. So looking to do that. So anyway, let's get on to these habits that are really going to help me do that. So the first one, and I'm laughing because my husband despairs at this. I right now I have one, two, three, four, five drinking vessels on my desk. So I have my matcha, I have a bottle of Magic Mind, I have some warm water with lemon, I have some cold water. Um, anyway, hydration. My hydration, I think, is something that I manage relatively well in the summer months, but when it comes to winter, I don't know. I really struggle to drink as much. And the reason I'm saying that this habit will support me in achieving these intentions is because hydration will really support your cognition. It's going to help you with fatigue. It's going to help you stay more focused. It's going to support you with your weight. It's going to support you with detoxification of your body, cleansing, clearing, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, toxins, all of that. Let it all go this year. So let's hydrate and cleanse and clear. Really supportive for anxiety as well. So obviously, I have experienced a lot of anxiety in my life. Then it stopped, and then it came back a few years ago. And that's one thing I've noticed as well. If I'm not hydrated, and that's something I used to always kind of check in with clients on, that can really trigger that anxiety as well. So make sure I am hydrated. Number two, so I'd mentioned obviously saving for Australia, having these mini breaks, building up my savings again, is to do a weekly financial health check. So I kind of already do this anyway. I have little reminders on my phone of all the things, including, yeah, the hydration and the financial checking. But just to check all my bank accounts, credit cards, all those kind of things every single week. Where are they sitting at? Is there anything I need to be aware of? All of those things. Um, and also kind of looking at like reviewing any subscriptions. Like I've got some direct debits I need to cancel for things that we no longer, or standing orders that we no longer need to pay for. And anything you can automate. So setting up a direct debit payment or automation towards my savings account, even if it was for like £10 a month, £20, I'm going to set it up for 50 to start with. And then I can keep adding to that. So automate these things so I don't even have to think about it. And then I'm less likely to forget in a month pass and I haven't done anything about it. So what could you automate in order to support you in reaching your intention? The third one, now, this is one that is so easy to use, but so powerful. And it's creating a word for the year. So I had like notes in my phone of all these different words, and I sat with my friends one day and we were going through them, and I was like, oh, I just don't know. Anyway, my word for the year, my last year was passion. This year is thrive. And by selecting a word for a year, it really gives you this barometer of how you want to feel. Okay, you can then use this as a barometer for checking in, is this going to support me? So say your word was peace. Is this going to support me in creating more peace? No. Okay, should I still do it? Right? So for me, that barometer is this going to support me in thriving in my life? If it is, amazing. So that thriving comes in all areas. And that's what, I spoke about health earlier, financial health, business, all of these things, relationships. I want to feel like I am thriving. I have spent past however many years feeling like I'm surviving with brain stuff and balance stuff and perimenopause stuff. And now it is not going to happen. I will be thriving this year to the point. So like I have the word thrive written on my desk here. I have the word thrive on my whiteboards up here. I've just actually ordered a slogan jumper with thrive on it. Um I've got it written on my diary pages. So where can you put your word so that you can use it? So spend some time, really tune in. Okay, what intentions do I have? How do I want to feel this year? How do I want to show up? Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's, as I mentioned, peace. Maybe it's calm. Think about the word that you really want to embody this year. Okay, so my word is thrive. Um, Number four, sleep routines and scheduling. So, um, over Christmas, New Year, I think for many of us, my sleep pattern kind of went a bit wobbly out the out the window, and that really doesn't support anything for me. Cognition, fatigue, all of these things. I would say, and I'm going to come on to this in a minute about something I've been using that's been supporting me, but um before Christmas, maybe November time, I was beginning to struggle with my sleep. I was struggling to get to sleep, waking up really, really early, and it was making me feel like a little bit anxious and jittery, and I couldn't focus. Um, I was getting quite overwhelmed. I'm feeling a little bit burnt out. So sleep is so, so, so important for everybody, for everything, right? It's when our body heals. We need that for our brain and to be able to kind of process everything that's been going on to like, during your day. I learned a lot about that when I was looking to kind of retrain my brain with the whole balance system stuff. But our sleep is so important. So think about your sleep schedule. Is it supporting you? Try and get up at the same time every morning, go to bed at the same time at night. I love to get up and experience some daylight. I have a daylight alarm clock. I've spoken about that on previous um, podcasts. So sleep, nutrition. Okay, so I was just looking back, trying to find the date. So nutrition became something that was really important for me in 2014, right? I actually started a blog in 2014, and this is kind of where um the background to a lot of the stuff that I do. I started this blog in 2014 when I was ill at that time. I was experiencing chronic health stuff. And I decided to blog and start tracking all the things I was doing and the effect it was having on me. So I am not a nutritionalist. I do have one coming on the podcast next week, so stay tuned for that. But I am not a nutritionalist. However, I have such a deep fascination for um, plant medicine, using nature to support us, using food to really heal our bodies. And in 2014, that was one of the first things that really supported me in shifting things up. It is something that has supported me through perimenopause. And again, when I got taken off HRT and went really dove into the nutrition of supporting my body, my hormones. Um, that was something that really, really supported me. So I am a bit superfood obsessed. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of things, and a lot of people ask me about supplements. And as I said, I am not a nutritionalist. I just have a deep passion for any kind of support that is going to help us thrive. And you will be hearing me use that word a lot. Um, so one of the things I mentioned, one of the bottles that is on my desk that I mentioned, one of the products I've been using is something called Magic Mind. Now, I was approached by this company with regards to doing some sponsorship stuff. And as you know, I do not advocate or promote anything that I haven't tried myself. Okay, so I'll never speak about stuff I haven't tried myself. So I said to them, sorry, I can't do that because I need to like experience it for myself. And they're a US based company. Um, however, they now ship to the UK. So I was so excited to try this product because I'd been reading about it online. It is a like natural blend of so many of the things that I was already taking, but in one bottle, right? So I started taking this product before Christmas, and literally within 6 days, I said to my husband, I was like, oh my God, like I had such deep work to do before Christmas. Like there was so much stuff going on in my business. Christmas is obviously quite a crazy ass busy time. I had just experienced this like mad stressful period beforehand of all the stuff with hospital visits and getting, all clears for various things that were going on in my life. And so my body had been under a lot of stress. So I was using some products to support me with that. And then when I received the Magic Mind, it contained a lot of these things like ashwagandha, lion's mane, cordyceps. It's actually I've got matcha tea here, but it's got organic ceremonial matcha in it. Um, nootropics. It's just like vitamin C, all the things that you need at this time of year. And just in life generally. So it really supported me in, I would say, boosting my mood, boosting my energy. I'd mentioned sleep. So although I have been taking the one to support you with like boosting your energy, actually it really helped me with my sleep. And I think obviously it's got vitamin D in it, which is great living in Scotland, this time of year. We're not really getting much sunlight and daylight. But honestly, what an absolute incredible product. And I am like really, really happy to be using this product. And I've just set up my own subscription to continue to use this product. So I have spoken with Magic Mind and they've actually agreed to give you guys 45% off their focus and sleep pack. So I am going to hook up the stuff in the show notes for that. So you can go and check that out. But that is one thing that I will be continuing to use this year and beyond to support me with the fatigue, to help me feel. So it's helped with anxiety as well. But one of my friends was asking about that yesterday. She said, "Oh, how's your anxiety been?" I was like, absolutely fine. Like I haven't actually felt anxious. Like I just so that is one of the things that I'm taking that honestly has made such a difference. So please do go check that out. Try it for yourself. They've got incredible customer service and stuff as well. So do go give it a little try and see if it helps you with your focus and stuff. But honestly, game changer. Okay, which comes on to number 6, focused work. Focused work, time blocking, scheduling. So I've created a plan to support me. If you've ever worked with me before or that had my book Be Free, you know that I do like to look at our schedule and creating a schedule with all the things that support us. So I have date nights in there. I have one-to-one time with my daughter, but I've also got focused work time. I'm just looking at just now, time with my horses, time for walking, time for Pilates, um, time for friends, time for writing. Like, and it feels so nice to be able to create that. Um, so I have a copy of that in my diary. I have a copy of that on my wall because it's really important for us when we're creating these new habits to make it so easy for ourselves to allow our brain to take on these new things. I would say like using supplementation, sleeping well, hydrating has allowed me to focus to make these things happen. Um, because it's not always easy to implement new routines and stuff, but having it scheduled out makes me feel a lot more confident as to what the hell I'm supposed to be doing in order to achieve the things I want to achieve. Okay. And top tip for that, and you can reach out to me if you want support with this. Um, I wrote down everything I wanted to do. I wrote down that I wanted to maintain working 15 hours a week. Um, I wrote that I wanted to write my books. I wrote down all of these different things, and I actually used Chat GPT and said, create a schedule for me where I am working Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 15 hours a day, 15 hours a day, no, 15 hours a week. Um, Previously, 15 hours a day, no more. 15 hours a week. And like putting all the things, like I want to have date nights with my husband, time with my daughter, all of these things. And it did it like magic. And then I put it into a nice little pretty spreadsheet and color coded it and made it all lovely and aesthetically pleasing. So let me know if you want help with that. Um, Number seven, written prompts. So I've touched on that as well. So I've got this, post-it here in front of me. How can I align more? Where is my spirit guiding me? Does this allow you to thrive? Do you feel authentic? Having my vision board up, my plan, my calendar, all of these things, these visual prompts to really help rewire my brain. Okay, so my brain can see these things, my notice boards to really help reprogram. So use visual tools to support you so that it's just there, right? It's there in your eye line and you can take that in. Number eight, no surprise, daily spiritual practices. Okay, so having a daily spiritual practice, such as meditation, time in nature, journaling, connecting to the divine, maybe you pray, maybe you have a specific religion that you follow. This is key to you thriving in your life. So do make time for this. This is why our Soul Sanctuary membership was created, which the doors are open right now. So please do go check that out. If you want to cultivate a spiritual practice of meditation, intention setting, gratitude, if you want to be supported by myself and my beautiful friend Susan, who is a hypnotherapist, trauma-informed coach, positive psychology coach, and then you have all my mindfulness, my meditation, all the spiritual bits and bobs from me all in there. Okay, so if you want to do that, it's only £25 a month. Do come and join us there. It would be absolutely magical to have you there. And we have that magical mornings every morning from 6:30 till 6:50, just 20 minutes, where we guide you through these practices. Okay, it's a beautiful space, beautiful community. So come check that out. Number nine kind of ties in as well. Finding groups and mentors that align with your intention and vision. So, say for example, your intention was to build your flexibility and strength. Okay, so maybe you look for a personal trainer or mentor who's going to support you in achieving that. I have just re-signed up with one of my previous coaches I worked with 5 years ago into her mentorship program. She has a group program to just really help me like with my business and moving forward. As I mentioned, my meditation teacher training has been in the background for like 5 years, and now is the time. So I want that accountability and support. I want to be around other people who are going through the same challenges as I am, looking to grow and move through their comfort zones. Um, so yeah, I love that. I'm also a part of a writers membership that, has these accountability calls and support and a group there as well. And then attending various events. So I love attending like yoga things, women's circles, my Pilates class, all of these things are going to support me in achieving my goals. So have a think about that. What groups, mentors do you need in your life to support you in achieving what it is you want to achieve? Um, and then number 10, make decisions as this future version of you, not where you are right now, not the same decisions that you have been making, for decades where things haven't changed. So visualize your like this future self, like what would he or she be doing? What actions would they be taking? And be compassionate when sometimes you fall backwards and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said yes to that, or I should have said no to that. Be compassionate with yourself and get curious. Like, okay, this is interesting. I'm doing that thing again where I'm keeping myself safe, right? I'm not pushing myself to grow. I'm not pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And for some time, we do need to stay within our comfort zone and regulate ourselves. But for other things where we're actually holding ourselves back, we need to push ourselves a little bit. And then do all these soul nourishing things in the background to honor our nervous system, take the supplements, sleep well, Be around the right people, do all these things that are going to support you in achieving everything you want to achieve. So I am get back to me, let me know, tell me your intentions. I would absolutely love to hear. If you're struggling to think of any micro habits that might support you, do reach out. I am happy to um offer up any advice and wisdom that I can on that. And yeah, I'm so excited for 2025. Do remember to go and check out the show notes for the link for Magic Mind. You can find that down below where you're going to get that massive discount. And yeah, I cannot wait to spend this time with you and yeah, really thrive in 2025. So I'm wishing you a magical rest of week. I will be back next week with a beautiful conversation around winter well-being with an incredible nutritionalist. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. But until then, stay well, sending you all so much love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.